the last to go in, 7/8 of a mile, one turn, fast track, road to the Triple Crown. Right here, 7 furlongs in front of the... And they're off, and Rhythm on the outside along with Private School braking alertly. Along the inside, there goes Stalker charging up. There's a real battle on the front end, and Fiery Best on the extreme outside. Now 5 of them across the track, and Housebuster is between horses and in front by a head. There goes Dr. Bobby A moving through between horses. On the inside, Stalker is right there. Fiery Best along with Sunny Sir. And then it's a gap of 5 lengths back to Smelly, followed on the rail by Kathy's Regal Sun. Rhythm on the outside, Private School, Outdoor Celebrity, and Yonder is far back. 21-4, a quick first quarter as they round the far turn. And Housebuster on the outside leads it by a head. Stalker at the rail is right there, and those two match strides midway on the turn. Dr. Bobby A saving ground along the inside, racing third at this point. Out in the middle of the racetrack, Fiery Best is next. Sunny Serve between horses fifth, 3 back to the favorite at the rail. That's Rhythm on the inside. Now as they straighten away in the lane, it's Housebuster with Randy Romero setting sail for home, and in front by 3 lengths. Stalker is in the second spot. On the extreme outside, Smelly coming on, and at the rail, it's Rhythm. And down the stretch they come. Housebuster in front, showing the way to the wire now by 4. Yonder with a late rush at the rail. Housebuster takes it with Randy Romero by 3 lengths. A very fast closing Yonder, who was far back and absolutely last, getting the runner-up spot. It's a photo for the show, and the time on the board, 1 minute 24 and 2/5 seconds. The now horse, Housebuster, wins again.
The second choice of the betting public here at 9-5. The unofficial winner, just as Pete Axhelm called it, Housebuster by Mount Livermore out of the Greater Big Dreams mare. Robert Levy, the owner. Let's get a quick comment here. Housebuster wins at 7 furlongs. They have no delusions, though, that he may be a Triple Crown horse. Do they at this point, Pete?
Well, I know Jimmy Kroll tends to be conservative in these matters and would just as soon not get carried away with things at this stage. But this is a terrific sprinter. Who knows, under the right circumstances, might go longer. I think the equally significant part of this race is Yonder's tremendous finish. He may be further along than the crafty old Woody let us know.
1:24 the unofficial time.
Running of the Swale Stakes. Cox's Enchanté comes away on the outside. Senior Pete and Housebuster into the rail. Summer Squall is right up with the leaders, 4th. Then we come back 2 lengths on the rail to 36 Red and Johnny Ross. They come out of the chute and move out onto the main track. Housebuster takes command, but Summer Squall is just 3 parts of length off the leader. Out in the center of the track, Cox's Enchanté is 3rd. Between horses, Senior Pete. The 4 are closely bunched. There's a length and a half to 36 Red and Johnny Ross. They went the first quarter in 22-3 as they move toward the far turn. Housebuster has it 3 parts of a length. Summer Squall is right alongside, tracking the leader. There's a gap of 2 lengths. 36 Red is 3rd, a half a length. Cox's Enchanté on the outside 4th. Senior Pete has dropped back 5th, and Johnny Ross. They bristled a half in 44-4. There's a quarter of a mile to go. Housebuster with the lead, a half a length. But Summer Squall with Pat Day is right alongside and now comes on to challenge. They turn into the stretch. It's Housebuster all out of the front end, taking the lead by a length. Summer Squall is second, and there's 4 lengths back to 36 Red. In deep stretch, Housebuster, Craig Perrette going away under an easy hand by a length. Summer Squall second.
It's the Derby Trial, a Grade 3 event, $75,000 added, the 1-turn mile on opening day at Churchill Downs. Let's take a look now at the field. It starts with 5 on 5 at 9-2. That's the Dwayne Lucas entry. Spiced Coffee at 54. Bates Castle 26. Falling Sky at 10-1. We'll scratch the 5-horse Blue Royal. Housebuster, all the money's on him. 1-5. Craig Perrette rides at 122 pounds, the high weight. And Private School at 19. Now from ABC Sports Telecast, last Saturday of the Derby Trial. Here's the call with Dave Johnson.
And they're off. And on the outside, Private School goes for the lead. At the rail, 5 on 5, but Housebuster now claims the top spot by a head. And on the inside, Falling Sky moves to challenge. Up on the front end now, it's the favorite Housebuster on the outside and Falling Sky at the rail, and those two races a team onto the main track. It's 3 lengths farther back, 5 on 5 races third. Bates Castle on the outside inches up a closer fourth. Private School between horses is now fifth, and 2 back at the rail is the trailer Spiced Coffee, who's only about 5 lengths off the leader. The first quarter in 22 and 2/5. Now Housebuster with Craig Perrette puts ahead in front on the outside. Falling Sky right there at the rail is second by a length and 3/4. Private School takes third. Bates Castle on the outside is fourth. 5 on 5 trapped in on the rail, and Spiced Coffee trails midway on the turn. It's Housebuster, but he's in front by only half a length, and here comes Private School on the outside, taking dead aim on the leader into the second spot. Falling Sky is third, and now 5 on 5 with Pat Day advances on the outside to be fourth. They turn for home after 3/4 in a slow 1 minute 11 and 1/5 seconds, and Housebuster tries to stretch his speed through the length of the stretch. He's in front by 2. Private School on the outside with Keith Allen is second, and down the stretch they come. It's Housebuster holding on to the lead by 3, now by 4. Private School is second. At the rail, it's 5 on 5 third. And Housebuster with Craig Perrette takes the Derby trial. Here's the finish. He wins it by 5. Private School.
Look there at Bob Levy, the owner of Housebuster and president of Thoroughbred Racing Association, trained by Jimmy Cole, ridden by Craig Perrette. Housebuster is a son of Mount Livermore, out of the mare Big Dreams, bred in Kentucky by Murphy Stable and by Bob's wife, Blanche Levy, and has really stamped himself as the nation's outstanding sprinter. Now let's take a closer look at the mile for those 3 and up, and let's take a look at the field that drew more than 34,000 spectators to Belmont Park on Memorial Day. Dancing Pretense and Criminal Type at 8-1. Then it's Dancing Spree and Easy Goer 2-5. Dancing Spree was scratched from the field. Easy Goer, of course, the favorite in the race. Traskwood, big price. Idabel, also a big price. The entry of John Ed Anthony's Loblolly stable. Sewickley at 13-1 with Chris Antley. Then it's Housebuster, the brilliant 3-year-old sprinter, at 2-1 second choice. Pause again, and Black Tie Affair. Here is the Metropolitan Mile and the call from the track announcer at Belmont Park. Here's Marshall Cassidy.
0. Black Tie Affair on the outside of Housebuster. Between them and third, Criminal Type. On the far outside, Easy Goer. Along the inside, Dancing Pretense. Between those two, Idabel. Then Sewickley. Pause again, and Traskwood down the backstretch. Housebuster on the rail gets the lead by a half. Black Tie Affair second by a length and a half. Criminal Type is third by a length. Then Dancing Pretense on the rail, fourth by a neck. Idabel on the outside, fifth, and farther out, Easy Goer is sixth by about 4. Then Sewickley, Traskwood, and pause again. The quarter in 22 and 3 as they enter the far turn with Housebuster on the rail, leading the way by a half. Now Criminal Type on the outside has moved up into second, and Black Tie Affair has dropped into third. On the rail, Dancing Pretense. On the extreme outside is Easy Goer. Easy Goer is fifth. Easy Goer is drawing alongside Dancing Pretense within a length of Black Tie Affair. The half and 45 left. Housebuster continues to lead easily by 2. Criminal Type is second still by 2. Easy Goer on the outside is third. Easy Goer gains on the outside of Criminal Type, which is also gaining on the outside of Housebuster. They pass the 8th pole. Housebuster on the rail leads by a neck on the outside. Criminal Type second by a half further out. Easy Goer remains in third. Criminal Type on the outside gets the lead. Housebuster on the rail coming on again. Those two to the wire.
Criminal Type pulls off the big upset and keys the big D. Wayne Lucas stable weekend. Criminal Type in 1:34-2. Winning it, he's a son of Aladar, out of the mare Klepto, bred and owned by Calumet Farm, trained by D. Wayne Lucas, ridden by Jose Santos. Housebuster second. Easy Goer for the first time in his career finished worse than second, and the first time beaten in New York.
Jack, how'd you see the race coming from the start to finish?
Well, it shaped up just like it, it turned out just like it shaped up. Housebuster made the pace. He settled into the stretch with a clear lead. Criminal criminal type was chasing, easy goer, kind of rallied. He looked like at the quarter pole he might be going to be there, but he just didn't have that kick.
Well, it just was kind of an even effort on my horse's part. We got away from the gate in good shape. Housebuster, of course, went to the lead. Criminal type went after him in earnest, leaving the 3/8 pole. And so I went after criminal type, and I got within about 1.25 lengths of him, turning for home, and then just run even up the stretch. And as a matter of fact, it was starting to get away from us just a little bit at the wire.
It is now post time. They're all in line, and they're off. Breaking quickly, Black Tie Affair, and he's quickly joined now by Housebuster. Housebuster now ranges up, gets to the front by a length. Black Tie Affair back in second. Senor Speedy third. 2 lengths to Rubiano fourth in the rail. Rousing past fifth. 5 more back to Sunshine Jimmy, Gervaisi, and Traskwood trailing in 8th. They go down the backstretch, and that first quarter posted 22 and 4. Housebuster has the rail in the advantage, 1.5 lengths. Black Tie Affair second on the outside. Senor Speedy. On the rail is Rubiano right there in 4th. Followed by Rousing Past in 5th. 5 more back to Gervaisi, Sunshine Jimmy, and Traskwood trails. They go midway round the turn, passing the 3/8 pole now. On the inside, Housebuster still has that lead, 1.5 lengths. Senor Speedy trying to get to him on the outside second. Back in the 3rd position now is Black Tie Affair with Rousing Past. Half mile was completed, 45 and 2. They straighten away into the home stretch. And they have to catch Housebuster, who's drawn clear now at the 8th pole by 3. Black Tie Affair takes up the chase, takes over second. Senor Speedy is finished, followed by Rousing Past, Rubiano, and Gervaisi with the late run. Passing the 16th pole, it's Housebuster going on to victory in the quarter.
Ready for a matchup with the Eclipse champions, safely kept in Housebuster. And they're off into DeFrancis Dash. And number 5, safely kept, was a step slow from the gate that changes the complexion of the race. It's Bravely Bold along the inside. Sunny Blossom right at his neck early. And Housebuster right off those 2 in third, a gap of 1.5 lengths. And Clever Trevor is next. Robin Dancer and Safely Kept is going to have to come from dead last and 9 lengths off the pace as they head for the turn. Bravely Bold is out there by just ahead, but Santos sits patiently on the very fast Sunny Blossom right at his side in second, gap of 1.5 lengths, and Housebuster is third. They sizzled the opening quarter in 21 and 3. They're going the speed limit and more up front, and Safely Kept has made up some ground. She's on the inside. Robin Dancer has 6 lengths to make up now. They turn for home now, and Bravely Bold is looking to pull the tremendous upset in here. Sunny Blossom is finished on the outside. Housebuster, and down on the inside, Safely Kept has overcome a very poor start. Robin Dancer not doing much in the middle of the track. Final furlong now from the outside. Housebuster looking to regain his best stride, and Housebuster is going to win the dash. He's drawing away at the end. He's back, and number 1, Bravely Bold, has fallen. Number 4, Clever Trevor finishes second. Number 5, Safely Kept third.
So the official results of the Frank J. DeFrancis Memorial Dash are Housebuster, the winner. Clever Trevor finished second, and Safely Kept was third. Now, Bravely Bold, who went down in the stretch,
sprint. Remember, in the state of Kentucky, the analgesic butazolidine, the anti-bleeding medication Lasix are legal. Number 1, Polish Numbers, owned by former Jockey Club chairman Ogden Phipps, whose family has raced one of America's most powerful stables since the 1920s. Phipps and trainer Shug McGahee won the 1989 sprint with Dancing Spree. Polish Numbers was away from the races for a year, but has come back with 2 straight wins. Number 2 is the favorite Housebuster. Missed the Breeders' Cup due to injury a year ago, but still was named champion sprinter. Probably will be again this year. He's won 15 of 21 career races, including his last 3. His most recent start, an impressive 5.5 length romp in Belmont's Bossburg. Owner Robert Levy says this will be the champion's final start. He retires to stud at Johnabel Farm after today's race. Number 3, Take Me Out, was second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile last year. Coming back from a 9-month layoff with an ankle problem, Take Me Out won the King's Bishop at Saratoga in stakes record time, but has been beaten at a mile his last 2 starts. Number 4, Robin Dancer. His California-based trainer, Darrell Vienna, once won first prize in a writing contest sponsored by the American Academy of Poets and co-wrote a script for the TV show Hill Street Blues. He hopes this Breeders' Cup script has a happy ending. That would be Robin Dancer in the winner's circle. Number 5, Senior Speedy. He lost to Housebuster by just a nose in the 4-go handicap, but has finished behind the champion in all 4 meetings this year. He'll have a late run today like he did in his last prep, the Boojum Handicap in New York. Number 6, Clever Trevor, named for the son of owner Don McNeil of Edmond, Oklahoma. Clever Trevor is making his 6th start of the year at 6 different tracks. He's earned $1.3 million, but like all the others, he's been chasing Housebuster. Number 7, Pleasant Tap, a Breeders' Cup veteran, 6th in the 1989 Juvenile and 8th in the 1990 Turf. He's been running mostly in longer races, but his best efforts have been at sprint distances. Number 8, Deposit Ticket. If anyone knows a deposit ticket, it's W.T. Young, whose Overbrook farm owns half interest in this colt. Reputed to be the wealthiest man in Lexington, Kentucky, Young recently donated $5 million to the University of Kentucky to help build a new library. This colt comes off a good win on a muddy track at Keeneland. Number 9, Sheikh Albadou, Europe's lone representative in the sprint, bred by Highclere Stud, owned by Lord Carnarvon, the Queen's racing manager. Number 10 is Key Spirits. Key Spirits owner Michael Singh was born in India, now lives in Toronto, where trainer Stephen Barnes is based. They claimed this horse for $32,000 last year, and he has earned over $300,000 since that time. And number 11 is Media Plan, owned by the Oaktown stable of the Burrell family. That includes Stanley Burrell, the rap music artist Hammer. And if this horse wins, the party won't stop till Monday. Well, we're pleased to have our handicapping expert and the racing expert, Bob Newmeyer, on this year's telecast once again. Bob, give us an overview of this Breeders' Cup Sprint. And here are the current odds in the $1 million Breeders' Cup Sprint. And Housebuster, the prohibitive favorite, at 1-2. Pleasant Tap at 8-1 at the moment. Everyone else in double figures. Key Spirit that Dan mentioned, a real long shot at 35-1. And Media Plan, the Hammer's horse, 60-1 you can get on Media.
Move into the outside post, and then we will be ready for the start of the sprint.
And they're off. Housebuster comes off a beat slow, and Media Plan now on the outside rushes up to get the lead. Housebuster on the attack on the inside now, and he's racing second after a bit of a flat-footed start. And then it's Deposit Ticket in between horses. The California Gray Robin Dancer toward the inside. The Canadian Key Spirit is on the outside, running along in 5th. Sheikh Albadou, the European runner, is now about 7 lengths from the lead. Clever Trevor is now racing in 8th position. And then it's Polish Numbers, followed by Take Me Out farther back. Senior Speedy. Pleasant Tap trails the field. And the first quarter, and they zipped it in 21 seconds flat. And they're all chasing Media Plan. Housebuster is chasing him second now. Housebuster now makes his move as they come to the top of the stretch. And here comes Robin Dancer, and he's gearing up too. Sheikh Albadou is 4th on the outside, and Housebuster rolls as they turn into the stretch. And Media Plan down on the inside. Housebuster with a bold challenge. Media Plan on the inside second. Here comes the English sprinter, Sheikh Albadou, and he runs by our champion. Robin Dancer moves into second. Housebuster has been defeated today. And here is Sheikh Albadou, and he's running away from the best American sprinters, and he wins by 5. And Pleasant Tap gets up for second. It's close for third. It is a shocker in the sprint.
It is a shocker in the sprint. And the English sprinter, Sheikh Albadou, comes from about 5 lengths off the lead. Housebuster did not run his race today. That was apparent from the very beginning. The final time was 1:09.1.
Sheikh Albadou, the European invader. Last year we saw Desure jump a shadow, which kept him from taking the sprint. That should have told us that the European horses could sprint with the Americans. Pat Ettery today takes Sheikh Albadou to a 5-length win, a shocker in the first race as the Breeders' Cup.
Tap, who came from well off it, but a real blow to the pride of American racing here as a sprinter from England beats our best at our forte. Tom
Durkin, this appears to be Housebuster being loaded into the, it is Housebuster being loaded into the ambulance. Housebuster, the champion, as he went by us, we're located in the first turn, looked very stiff. We told you he takes the acupuncture treatments and now is being loaded into the horse ambulance.
That's from Craig Perret.
And there is the ambulance carrying Housebuster to the backstretch where the veterinarians will go to work on him. There is a trauma team of vets standing by. for just this eventuality. Here's the champion, Housebuster. Craig Perrett said he grabbed a quarter coming out of the gate and was in this race. Trainer Donnie Von Hemmel, the trainer of Clever Trevor, has claimed foul against Eddie Delahousie, who rides Pleasant Tap and finished second. Now here again is Housebuster coming away from the gate from the 2-post position. He's in stall number 2 in that starting gate. Stumbled coming out and grabbed a quarter. And later, as Craig Perrett told us, with pressure on that injured leg, the other leg was affected as well. And Housebuster, very stiff as he pulled up, didn't gallop all the way out, was immediately taken back and loaded into the ambulance. Jenny Orenstein.